Good evening. The Concord Township Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for May 12, 2021 is now in session. I would like to introduce my board. To my far left is Skip Sweeney and Todd Goling. I'm Ivan Valentik. To my right is Jim Rowe, and to our far right is Heather Freeman, our zoning inspector. Under the advice of council, we ask that anyone speaking tonight must be sworn in. If you plan on speaking, please stand and raise your right hand. Okay, do you swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God? If so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. When presenting your case or commenting, come to the microphone and state your name and address and confirm that you've been sworn in. Heather, were the legal notices published in a timely manner?
Yes, they were.
Okay, great. First is old business. We have appeal number 2018-41, Randy Viviani of 7757 Concord LLC. This has been on the docket for some time. It's going to continue to be tabled per their request. On to new business. We have two variances this evening. A 3-vote majority is required to either approve or deny an appeal. If a request is denied, you have the right to file an appeal, and in this case, Heather can help. We are missing a member of the board this evening. We have four people present this evening. So a 3-vote majority is still required, and the applicant has a time to either continue with the appeal tonight or table it for our next session when we have 5 members available. And that can happen anytime during the appeal. So first on the agenda is appeal number 2021-81. William T. Sheehy is requesting a variance from section 15.04A to D and 15.04B, table 15.04-1, to allow an accessory building to be set back 35 feet from the road right away in lieu of the 50 feet required for the property located at 7515 Brunel Drive, current permanent parcel number 10-A-028-E-00-043-0. Mr. Sheehy, if you could please come up. And again, state your name and that you've been sworn in and your address.
Thank you. My name is William Sheehy. I have been sworn in, and my address is 7515 Brunel Drive.
Thank you, sir. If you want to go ahead and present your appeal, we'll listen and we'll have some questions for you.
Yes, I would like to build a workshop in my backyard. And because our property is on a corner lot, there's a 50-foot setback requirement from both Brunel Drive and from Heidi Court. And that makes a large section of my lot unavailable for construction. And because of the relatively small area that's available, any building that I would build would end up being very close to the house and would be crowded in a small section of the yard. I have a riparian setback on two corners of the lot because the creek that runs through my property meanders through one corner and then runs along the east boundary line. So I have to also keep the proposed structure away from the creek on 2 sides, and that's a 50-foot setback, riparian setback requirement. So that it really limits where I can put it. If I were to move it back to the west, or not to the west, but to the south, it would also probably require me to cut down a black walnut tree that I'd really like to keep in the yard. The structure, the proposed structure, would end up being the side facing Heidi, even with the 15-foot variance. The door, the front, or I guess it would be the north facing wall facing Heidi would still be 55 feet set back from the edge of pavement. There are two other corner lots by our house that have accessory buildings, and both of those are less than 45 feet from the edge of pavement. So it's not going to substantially change the appearance aesthetically of the neighborhood, since there are already accessory buildings on corner lots that are closer than the one that I want to build. That's all I have.
First question I have is, along Heidi Court, there's some existing trees. Are all those existing trees gonna stay, or do you need to clear a tree there along the roadway for access or for constructing the shed or anything?
I'm not planning to remove any of those trees there
Okay,
to build it, no.
okay,
I do have two other trees along Heidi that are damaged and are gonna, I'm hoping, but they're closer to Brunel.
okay.
So there's gonna be no driveway there then?
There's gonna be no driveway, not now anyway.
Okay.
No, and I think we, as a board, we appreciate the attempt to stay out of the riparian setback in protecting that black walnut tree, which helps protect the watershed in the riparian corridor as well, so. Does anyone else have any other questions?
Mr. Shi, you say that there could be maybe down the way, you have a garage door that will face Heidi Court.
Right.
Do you feel that that would prevent, I was wondering about turning the building. So,
Turning,
well, it's a 24 by 32. The 32 is causing, pushing into.
well, if I were to put it the other way, we just push the building closer to the house.
No, but no, because the 24 width is facing Heidi, so we got 32 feet going toward the house. Correct?
No. 32 feet is running parallel with the property line.
So you have the garage door facing Heidi, and it's kind of running the same way that the house is parallel to the house, like a long ways.
Yes.
Well, facing Heidi to me is the 24 dimension. I mean,
Yes,
if I'm standing on Heidi.
so if I turned the structure 90 degrees,
Yeah.
that would put the structure closer to the house. Because I still have to be 25 feet from the curb, from the creek. So if I move
Okay.
if I turn the structure by
Okay.
90 degrees, now
Okay.
instead of, it's gonna be, 8 feet closer to the house
Got you.
in the deck.
Okay.
He's pinched because he's got the riparian, he's got the existing house, and he has that right away.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Go
I
ahead,
actually have a question.
go for it.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hi,
Did you run this past your neighbor?
which neighbor?
The one that the shed will be facing closest to. So that would be the neighbor on Heidi.
No.
Okay, are they even aware of this? Do they get
They
notice?
were all notified, yes.
Okay,
All the adjacent property owners and those across the
All right.
street will receive notifications.
okay. I just want to know if you had talked to them yourself at any point.
No, not.
Okay.
didn't.
So as you know, we have 4 members instead of 5 this evening. 3-vote majority is required. Would you like to have us move forward with the case this evening and vote on it?
Sure.
Okay. Any further questions, Jim, on your end?
No.
Okay. You can be seated, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else here speaking for or against this appeal? Is there anyone on the phone besides legal?
No, there's no one else on the phone.
Okay, thank you. With that, since there's no further questions, a public hearing for variance number 2021-81 is not closed to the public. Can I get a motion to approve variance 2021-81?
So move second?
Second, thank you. Discussion for the board?
Yeah, I mean, it's 35 feet from the property line, maybe a 15-foot easement. The garage door faces, I did a Google scene canvas today, faces the other garage door of the neighbor across the street on Heidi. It'll fit right in, smash back in there, making a really good attempt to avoid riparian. I favor black walnut trees myself, so keeping it up, it's a good choice, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't see any impact here.
Skip, you agree? Do you have any concerns?
No, all set.
Okay. All right, question is on the approval of a variance appeal number 2021-82. A yes vote approves the variance, a no vote does not. Heather, please call the vote.
Mr. Goling?
Yes.
Mr. Rowe?
Yes.
Mr. Sweeney?
Yes.
And Mr. Valentic?
Yes. Your variance has been approved. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks. Appreciate your time.
Okay, next on the agenda is variance 2021-82. John Nikic
Follow up with you. Have a good night.
is requesting a variance from section 15.03A2, which states that accessory buildings shall not be constructed on vacant lots and shall only be located on lots with the principal building for the property located at 7030 Ravenna Road. Permanent parcel number 08-A-014-0-00-065-0. There's also second variance is requested from section 15.303A6, table 15.03-1 to allow the accessory building to be 6,600 square feet in lieu of the maximum 1,532 square feet permitted. A third variance is requested from section 15.04B, table 15.04-1 to allow the accessory building to exceed the maximum 20-foot height permitted. We received an email from Mr. Nekic. He has requested that we table this appeal for the evening. So I would need a motion to table this for our next meeting.
I motion to table this for the next meeting.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Heather, can I just call the vote? Or do you need to do a,
Oh, you want to do it?
can I just do it?
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion has been passed, it's been tabled for our next meeting. Next on our agenda typically would be the meeting minutes, but we don't have enough people present to vote for the meeting, I believe. So I think we'll have to hold off till the next meeting, correct? Just, all right. So we'll postpone the approval of minutes. Our next meeting is on June 9th, 2021. And our meeting for May 12th, 2021 is now adjourned.
Very good.